Welcome to WebbyCrown Solutions. Today, we'll explore advanced validations, a comprehensive no-code data quality engine for Odoo. Configure server-side validation rules for any Odoo model, sales orders, contacts, products, CRM leads, custom models, and more, with profiles, block and warning severity, validation logs, compliance reports, form hints, rule approval, and over 123 ready-made demo rules across 21 Odoo apps. Let me walk you through the system, starting with the Validation Overview dashboard, then the Advanced Validations menu, and finally the Settings menu. First, let's talk about the Validation Overview. The Validation Overview is your live control center for data quality. When managers open Overview from the Advanced Validations app, they get a modern dashboard with real-time counters, activity charts, and quick navigation to every part of the module. The hero header shows the module branding, a short summary, and 2 summary chips, Events Today and Events This Week, giving an instant pulse on validation activity across the database. The toolbar includes Refresh to reload all dashboard metrics and Create Rule to launch the guided rule builder wizard. The Key Metrics row displays 4 clickable stat cards. Active Profiles. Open the profile list to manage validation bundles. Active Rules. Jump to all live validation rules. Blocks Today. Drill into today's blocked saves with 1 click. Warnings Today. Open today's warning-only validation events. Each card uses a clean 3-color design: brand blue for configuration metrics, rose for blocks, and amber for warnings, so managers can spot issues at a glance. The Today Breakdown panel shows block and warning counts for the current day, with a ratio bar chart illustrating how today's events split between hard blocks and soft warnings. Click View Logs to open the full log list filtered to today. The Weekly Activity panel summarizes blocks, warnings, and total events for the last 7 days, with a stacked bar chart and legend showing counts and percentages. Click View All Logs to open the week's validation history. Quick Actions gives you a tile grid for common tasks, create rule, profiles, today's logs, and all logs, without leaving the dashboard. The Top Failing Rules table lists the 10 most triggered rules across your database, with profile name, target model, block count, warning count, and total events. Click Open on any row to jump directly to that rule's configuration form. When no failures exist yet, the dashboard shows an all-clear message. Now, let's move on to the Advanced Validations menu. Under the Advanced Validations app menu, you'll find the core workspace for profiles, rules, logs, audits, and tools. Validation Profiles is where you organize rules by model and business area. Browse profiles in List, Kanban, or Form View. The Kanban view groups profiles by target model and shows a rich card layout with profile name, model, assignment scope, role type summary, today's block and warning badges, and active rule counts. Open any profile to manage its rules, user and group assignment, and smart buttons for rules and today's logs. Each profile includes profile name and target model from IR model, sequence for evaluation order when multiple profiles apply, active toggle to enable or disable the entire profile, user and group assignment, scope profiles to specific users or security groups so rules inherit the right audience. Rules tab, all validation rules linked to this profile in one place. Test profile button, dry run all profile rules against a sample record. Duplicate profile, copy the profile and its rules as a starting point for a new configuration. Validation rules is the heart of the engine. Every rule defines what to check, when to check it, and what happens when validation fails. On the rule form, configure general, name, profile, model, active flag, sequence, trigger, severity, scope, and optional filter domain. Trigger options on create, write, unlink, state change, or combine create and write. Severity, block stops the save with an error message, or warning allows the save while logging the event and optionally posting a chatter note. Scope, record for header level checks, or line for one too many rows such as order lines, invoice lines, or stock move lines. Rule types supported include required, field must have a value. Range, numeric minimum and maximum bounds. Length, string length limits. Regex, pattern matching for emails, phones, codes, and custom formats. Unique, no duplicate values on a single field. Composite unique, uniqueness across multiple fields together. Compare field versus field or field versus constant. Domain. Odoo domain expression must be satisfied. Aggregate, sum, count, or average checks on related line fields. Cross-record. Validate conditions across other records in the database. Python. Custom logic with safe helpers such as empty, field_value, and vals. Validator library snippets. Ready-made checks for IBAN, VAT, email domain, phone format, and attachment size or type. Conditional rules use filter domains so validations run only when records match. For example, companies only, confirmed orders, or posted invoices. Line-level rules set scope to line. Pick the one-to-many field and validate fields on each row. Quantity greater than 0, positive unit price, required product on order lines, and more. Compliance features on block rules include optional manager approval before a block rule goes live and a revision history tab tracking changes over time. Validation logs records every blocked save and warning, rule name, profile, model, record reference, user, severity, error message, and timestamp. Validation users and managers can search and filter logs for audits and support. Validation reports opens pivot and graph views of validation activity, analyze blocks and warnings by rule, user, model, app pack, and week. Export filtered log data to CSV for external compliance reviews using the export wizard. Data audits scans existing database records against active rules and reports violations on legacy data. Run audits on demand from settings or schedule them with a cron job. Each audit report shows which records fail which rules, so you can clean up historical data before enforcing stricter rules. Under Tools, managers have 4 powerful utilities. Create Rule Wizard, a guided step-by-step builder for new rules without navigating the full form. Test Rules, pick any model and existing record, optionally filter by profile or rule, and dry run validations without saving changes. Import Rules, upload a JSON file to create or update profiles and rules in this database. Export Rules, download selected profiles and rules as JSON for backup, staging, or production migration. Form validation hints, when enabled in settings, show soft real-time feedback on forms before save. Regex, length, compare, and range hints powered by OWL, while server rules still enforce on save. The validation status smart button on partner, sales order, and invoice forms shows last warning text, linked validation logs, and active profiles affecting that record, giving end users visibility without opening the configuration menus. Access Control Studio pairing automatically creates a read-only ACS profile for validation users, hiding rule configuration menus and buttons while still allowing log access, ideal for teams that use Access Control Studio alongside advanced validations. Industry demo packs add retail POS, manufacturing QC, and healthcare patient data rule sets on top of the standard 21 app demos, marked with an industry prefix when their base app is installed. Finally, let's discuss the Settings menu. Under Settings, then Advanced Validations, managers configure demo import, data audits, compliance alerts, and module defaults. Demo data import is where you load ready-made validation rules. Import demo validations creates or updates profiles and rules for every installed Odoo app, base, products, sales, CRM, purchase, inventory, accounting, project, HR, manufacturing, maintenance, fleet, events, email marketing, point of sale, recruitment, expenses, timesheets, repair, calendar, and survey. Safe to run multiple times. Existing demo rules matched by name are updated, not duplicated. Import selected app demos lets you pick one app from the drop-down, for example, just sales or just CRM, without loading the full set. Each demo pack includes multiple block and warning rules with realistic business scenarios, required customers on sales orders, positive line quantities, email or phone on CRM Leads, partner on invoices, and line-level checks on order and invoice lines. Data quality audit settings let you enable a scheduled audit cron, set how many records are scanned per rule, and click Run Data Audit Now for an immediate legacy data scan. Compliance and alert settings include Form validation hints. Toggle soft pre-save feedback in the Odoo form view. Block rule approval. New block rules stay inactive until a validation manager approves them. A critical rule alerts. Send an immediate email when a critical rule blocks a save. Validation digest. Email managers on a daily or weekly schedule when block counts exceed a configurable threshold. Security is managed through two groups. Validation user. View validation logs and reports. Use the Validation Status Smart button and review validation activity. Validation manager. Create and configure profiles and rules, import demo data, run test wizards, manage audits and compliance settings, import and export JSON, and access the overview dashboard and all configuration menus. Rules run server-side on every create, write, and unlink, including API calls, imports, and automated actions, so data quality is enforced consistently, not only in the user interface. Block severity prevents invalid data from being saved. Warning severity logs the event and can notify users through chatter without stopping the workflow. Use the advanced_validation_bypass context flag programmatically when migrations or integrations need to skip validation temporarily. And that's a comprehensive overview of advanced validations, the validation overview dashboard, advanced validations menu, and settings. Thank you for listening. For more information, visit www.webbycrown.com or contact us at sales@webbycrown.com.